We're up real early this morning. I have a gap in my work schedule, so for the next couple of days, we're gonna take a spontaneous road trip to somewhere we've never been before, and we're pretty excited. All right, dude, let's go load up. We've got a happy dog who's ready to go. All right, it's gonna be a long day of driving, but I think we're ready for it. We can handle it. After driving all day, we finally made it to our first stop of the trip. We are in Hot Springs, South Dakota. And the next couple of days, we're gonna go to a couple of national parks, Mount Rushmore, a couple other things. Should be a great time, but that drive was really boring and morale is pretty low currently. We're taking a little walk through town of Hot Springs right now. It's kind of a neat little walk through this town, and then just got this waterfall right here. Here's another look at that little waterfall we passed earlier. And if you hear a lot of motorcycles in these videos, it's because unfortunately the week I chose to come to South Dakota is the same week as a Sturgis rally, which was a gigantic mistake, but I think it ends today or tomorrow, so we'll make it work. All right, we're up fairly early the next morning. We got a busy day ahead of us, starting with Wind Cave National Park, which is my 15th national park. All right, we're inside Wind Cave National Park now. We're gonna do a little trail that he can do. We can't actually go in the cave because you have to have a tour reserved and he can't go in it, and it takes like a couple hours, so I won't be doing that, but we're gonna go up on top of this little prairie here. Obviously the big thing at this park is the cave, but this trail is pretty nice. Good views, super quiet, probably like the most empty national park I've ever been to before. There's little prairie dogs everywhere here. Prairie dogs are chirping everywhere. First bison of the trip. That one right there is super loud. We got a whole valley of bison here. So many of them everywhere. We got a traffic jam. All right, we came up to the top of a mountain to this overlook. And somewhere back behind those mountains, I believe, is where Mount Rushmore is. Pretty good view. Another traffic jam. All right, we're in Custer State Park now. I'm doing a little hike to a lookout. It should be a good time. All right, well, we made it to where we were going. Only 3 miles now. Back to the truck. All right, now we made it to the top of the hike. pretty good view. Whew. We're a little exhausted. He's posing for a photo. It's kind of a long way down off this cliff right here. Hey, hey, hey. Get back, crackhead. We have not passed a single person on this hike. It's been super quiet. This trail is very peaceful, very quiet. Made it back to the truck. I think it was a good hike. This guy's tired, which is good. I need him to be tired, so he'll just stay in the truck the rest of the day while we go look at the rest of the overlooks and whatnot. All right, we finished at Custer State Park. We'll be going back tomorrow, though. I think we had a good time, but right now we are on our way to our next national park of the trip. All right, we made it to our second national park of the day. This is park number 16 for me. Pretty excited about that. A lot of really cool rock formations here in Badlands. It's gonna be a lot of just pulling over on the side of the road and looking at all these rock formations, but they're pretty sweet. There's a lot of flowers through here too. This lookout is kind of crazy. Looks a lot different than the rocky spots of Utah. Crazy how it goes from like pretty relatively flat prairies to just this rocky stuff pretty quickly. Okay, this spot is pretty sweet. This is our last look at Badlands National Park. Pretty cool park. There's definitely a lot more to do, but just don't have the time, and the dog kind of limits me, but it's still really, really cool. Cracked out dog on the loose. Well, we're back at our hotel now, and I'm just as tired as this guy is right now. So we're gonna take it easy the rest of the day, and we still have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Well, there's the first look at it right there. Try to get a little closer in a minute. All right, we're walking up. Pretty empty here. We are pretty early. Also, Gary's not happy that he's stuck in the truck. There it is. I think there's a trail over there somewhere, but you can go closer, but I don't really have the time to do that. On the back side of it, you see George Washington's face poking out up there. Kinda. Not really anymore. All right, we're back in Custer State Park again, and we're gonna do this trail around this lake right here. Pretty cool. This is like the lake from National Treasure 2, like towards the end where they find the like treasure area. That was at this lake. I think the spot is up on that rock, so I might try to find it when we get to the other side. This is called Sylvan Lake. Well, we were supposed to be able to loop all the way around, but the trail's closed, so now we gotta backtrack all the way, but it's not too far. We're on the other side of the lake now. We're gonna climb up on top of one of these rocks. This is the rock spot right here in National Treasure where Nick Cage stuck his hand in, pulled the little lever. Pretty good view up here. This road is really scenic. We just finished up at Custer State Park. Now we're heading up a little bit north to Deadwood. All right, we made it to Deadwood. I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit. It's a pretty cool little town to walk through here. Okay, we are leaving Deadwood now and heading to our next stop before going home. We are getting close to our next stop. Getting even closer. Okay, our last big stop of the trip is Devil's Tower National Monument. Pretty cool view from here. It's better if you can take the road all the way up, but we went around and it was like a half-mile line to get a parking spot. So we're just gonna take it in from down here. Still pretty good. And you can hear the chirping behind me. There's a bunch of prairie dogs here too. Somewhere out there, you can see them. Just a short and sweet stop here, but we're ready to get back on the road now. I think we're just gonna end the video there. Devil's Tower was pretty cool. Now we have 9-hour drive back to Salt Lake. That's not gonna be cool. It's 2 o'clock right now. So if we get home by midnight, I'd be pretty happy with that. So see how it goes. Fun trip.